gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. Establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to
get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league is going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so they want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Here's Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. First carry for Nick Chubb. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A toss play to Chubb. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
1st down, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
6-man. Check girls, check girls.
Caught by OBJ. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Bobo's and Mike. Mike's Bobo.
Out, 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 out. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
They'll run with Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't give it. How does that change the mentality this goal line?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On the draw, this is Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, but now it'll be third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the convert...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. A very solid gain of 27. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Come on, set. 30 base.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. It's to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Let's go. Let's go.
2nd and 10. Caught here by Conley. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll give Fournette another crack, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, as the first half is winding down, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And he'll bang that one through. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Mayfield now. This is the tight end, Njoku. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A run for Nick Chubb. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. They go with Chubb on second down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. On third down, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Hey. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Ready?
On second down, Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space stop it before they could get a first down.
Taken from just outside the 30. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 54 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Here's Mayfield. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Minshew sets to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. The dump-off gets him 9, so now they're in much better shape for 3rd down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We got this. First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd able to get him for a loss of about 3. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go.
He's got daylight. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 61 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 24.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. That's
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Check. Move. Watch twist.
Now Trubisky to throw. He finds Robinson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2
plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. To throw again on second down. Trubisky. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
6 guys.
Third and 2. Now Trubisky. It's complete. Javon wins the open man. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
After the sack on first down, Trubisky into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He'll get 3 up to midfield. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be second down. Throwing on second down now, Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Minshew throwing on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing on second and long. Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Go! Ran, talk!
I smell fear in that.
Ran, talk!
Watch out.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On third down, Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Lock in.
44
Alert!
Watch the curl.
Check.
Watch twist.
They're going on fourth down. It's Trubisky. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. 5.
Mike, check. 59. I don't think you got it.
Deep grip.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Good. 180. 44. I'm coming. Ran, touch. Both those to Mike. Lock in. Three buzz. Check.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. This is caught by Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Trubisky will throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. Now the Bears going to use the second of their team. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I got you. Hey, ball. 36. Kill. Watch twist. Hey, 18. Slam.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Rush in. Undercrush.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action. Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Calais Campbell, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Looking deep for Gabriel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Pick it up, defense.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
60 outlaw.
Pick your game up.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
30 base.
Let's go.
Fight. Snap.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 14-0.
14. Bears nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Montgomery. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 39 yards there. A big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky rolling to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking deep for Gabriel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively.
A.J. Bouye on the cover.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the shotgun is Trubisky, escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he slipped 12. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Now Leonard Fournette. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and sneak it here. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll go with a keeper. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Gardner Minshew taking it in. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. So it was 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried the sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Lambeau on for the extra point. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
44's Mike. Check.
Hey, high 7.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 2nd and 10. Trubisky now a desperate, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and a big turnover.
Quit! Man, don't quit!
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As guys are ready to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead.
Keep playing hard.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Watch the run.
Now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Fournette. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
Check. 53's Mike. Check.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
It's our time. It's our time.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes being chased out left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working. All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down now, it's Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. On the ground, this is Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Yellow.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Yellow.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
He's going to wind up in air. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Got it.
53 is the mark.
Bravo.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, box drop.
Mike, 53.
On 2nd down, Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go. 30 base.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. This is Fournette. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
You got me right. Don't be scared of it.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Minshew. This is caught. And he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens...
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Gardner Minshew taking it in as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, and a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive? And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Point after by Lambo. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins. Third down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And it's complete to Kelsey. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Fournette. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now Fournette. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
General West, 8-3. Hey, team 6, team 6.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And he slings one that's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
On the ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Ready.
Minshew throwing on third down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mahomes now to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, echo.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go, set, 60 or.
53, Mike, 53.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Ready, ready. 70, Indy.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Doug Marrone can only shake his head. His guys are turned away, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 32 on the play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. It was Quincy Williams with a tight coverage there.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot the next.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for...
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 68 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 21-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.